We live in an era where being seen feels mandatory. Every meal documented. Every smile captured. Every moment polished and uploaded. Social platforms reward visibility, and slowly they train us to believe that if we are not being watched, we are not existing. Yet there is a quiet group of people who move differently. They rarely post photos. They decline attention without hostility. They sit in rooms without announcing themselves. They observe more than they perform. And strangely, they seem calm in a world addicted to exposure. Most people assume this behavior comes from insecurity. That staying invisible means someone is afraid, socially awkward, or emotionally damaged. But psychology suggests something far more interesting. In many cases, the people who avoid the spotlight are not lacking confidence. They are overflowing with it. When your sense of worth is stable, you do not feel the urge to display it. When your identity is grounded, you do not need an audience to confirm it. Visibility becomes optional instead of necessary. But confidence is only one reason. For others, invisibility is learned. Life teaches some people that exposure carries a cost. Criticism. Judgment. Betrayal. Being misunderstood. Over time, the brain adapts by choosing protection over openness. This is not weakness. It is strategy. Psychologists describe this as avoidant adaptation, a pattern where people limit emotional exposure to preserve safety. These individuals do not dislike connection. They simply refuse uncontrolled access. Then there is introversion, often misunderstood and mislabeled. Introverts do not hate people. They experience stimulation differently. Social interaction, even digital, consumes energy. Posting a photo is not neutral. It invites reactions, interpretations, expectations. For an introverted mind, that exchange is costly. Solitude becomes restoration. Silence becomes clarity. Privacy becomes fuel. Another powerful reason is authenticity. Some people see social media as a performance loop. A highlight reel that slowly replaces reality. They do not want to reduce themselves to an image or compress their identity into a caption. They choose depth over display. Meaning over metrics. They would rather be unknown than inaccurately known. This is not avoidance. It is integrity. There is also a neurological cost to constant self-exposure. Research shows that frequent self-posting increases self-objectification. The brain begins evaluating itself from the outside. You become both performer and judge. Every image becomes a test. Over time, self-compassion erodes. Validation increases, but inner stability decreases. Those who stay offline sidestep this loop entirely. Their identity remains internally anchored. Solitude itself reshapes the mind. Time alone sharpens emotional awareness. Patterns become visible. Reactions slow. Intuition strengthens. Many thinkers, creators, and innovators were not loud participants. They were quiet processors. Solitude gives birth to insight. But solitude also has shadows. Some people are alone not by choice, but by circumstance. They learn self-reliance because dependence failed them. They appear composed while carrying quiet longing. Strength and loneliness often coexist. This does not make them broken. It makes them human. Here is the paradox. Invisibility can be freedom or armor. Peace or protection. Some days it feels empowering. Other days it feels unseen. And living inside that tension requires emotional intelligence most never develop. So when you meet someone who avoids photos, avoids noise, avoids performance, do not rush to label them. They may be conserving energy, preserving truth, protecting peace, or building a self so solid it does not require witnesses. In a world that equates attention with value, choosing quiet is not weakness. It is discernment. And sometimes, the strongest presence is the one that does not demand to be noticed.